Hey everybody, what's going on? This is episode 9. My name is Adam Christie. I play Guy Sadecki on Versus Valerie.
My name is Hannah Sphere, and I play Valerie Lapomme.
My name is Mark Muir. I guest star as the Doctor.
And my name is Catherine Jovi, and I star as Kat.
Guys, this is episode 9. Memento. Let's watch.
So you wrote this one, man.
Yeah, okay, so here's what happened. This episode, when we originally got all the funding to make Versus Valerie, we were originally going to shoot in October. I believe it was an October shoot. And
That's
then
your butt.
My butt.
That's
Because
your
you
butt.
say, what's this? It's your butt.
I know when I touch my butt.
Go on, Adam.
But it got pushed back, and we ended up shooting in December, January, and then some pickups. So originally, I wrote this episode to be a Lost parody episode, and it was supposed to be on the Toronto Island. But then, because we couldn't shoot it, because it would look weird if we did, it's not wintertime, set in season 1 of Versus Valerie. So it got rewritten into a Memento episode. Steph Kaliner, our wonderful head writer. Because oftentimes when you write something, the original person who writes the script, it will be changed so much that it is unrecognizable when it's done. And I think the only thing left that I wrote in this whole entire episode is our dialogue when I punch you, or right before I punch you.
No, there you go. Spoilers.
Spoiler
Okay,
alert!
if you're watching this without actually watching
Probably
this,
watched it.
Yeah.
go back and watch
Come
it.
on.
Yeah.
So this part was actually shot at GenreCon in
Yes.
Guelph.
In Guelph.
Yeah.
And there's Thomas Gofton. He is the organizer and the director, pretty much.
So he literally was
GenreCon.
running around the whole day. We have scenes where he's like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta do this. But he actually did have to go and
Yeah.
have to go
Yeah.
do this.
And GenreCon
Took time
was-
out of his busy schedule.
Totally.
But originally, Nicholas Brendan was supposed to play him, right? And
Oh
he
my
was
God.
into it. He was so down.
Yes.
He
Didn't
wasn't,
work
but
out,
we talked to him a little bit, and he actually said if we can make it happen next season, he may be down with being a part of it. So knock on wood, everyone.
Yes.
nice-
He's a very
I was
nice fellow, actually. He's
so nice.
He's got the same con agent as me. Is Jackie Day of Fan Geek.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I get to hang out with him sometimes at cons.
Cool. I was a huge Buffy
He's-
fan growing
it's
up.
still-
The animated was awesome. His sweater was really soft.
It still kills him that he couldn't do Versus Valerie. It's his greatest career regret thus far. And so he wants to correct that in season 2.
He considers himself a failure
And-
now that he hasn't done it.
and
Yeah.
that's
This-
Kevin Vidal there, right?
Yeah, that's Kevin Vidal. And this... Oh, no, never mind. We switched back
That's
to
you
GenreCon.
in a mustache.
It's me in a mustache. But before, we also shot, some of this episode at Fan Expo, the Spring Fan Expo in Toronto.
Yeah. Some of both.
You Frankenstein 2 cons together into one giant con.
So how was wearing that mustache, Anna?
Crusty.
I imagine.
Your poor upper lip, it was so red
It
after.
was red. It gave me a mustache. A rash stash.
No,
if you will.
even though it's actually explicitly stated in this episode, some people don't know what your costume is, and you're one of the Thompsons. From,
Yeah,
from
Thompson
Tintin.
and Thompson. You and I were, though I could be Charlie Chaplin.
You could.
Or Hitler.
It's too wide
This
for
was
Hitler.
so
Too
fun.
wide?
I've always wanted to throw food on someone, just like in the movies, or like a martini in the face or something.
Yes.
I finally got to do it. I got to do it twice.
And
it was the best.
by the way, excellent Jughead and Veronica cosplay.
Thank you.
Our dress was short.
That pizza is also 7 years old.
Nice
Yeah,
tearaways.
none of it was.
Were those your own tearaway pants?
I'm wearing tearaway everything right now.
All right.
I gotta be on the move.
Be prepared.
Just in
never
case I
know.
gotta do a party or a bar mitzvah or...
Bat
maybe not a bar
mitzvah.
mitzvah.
Do
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
a lot of bar mitzvahs?
I do a ton of bar mitzvahs.
Probably
A
more
lot-
bath mitzvahs than bar mitzvahs.
A lot of bath mitzvahs. A lot of ska mitzvahs. From
So
delocate.
is this the part you wrote, where you? Were
This
putting
dialogue
in
you
place?
wrote.
This dialogue I wrote.
Yes.
But yeah, often in the writing world,
Head punch.
nothing that was originally written.
I was told they were going to add a sort of metallic ring to that to indicate the Doctor had an adamantium skeleton. But I was lied to, clearly. So, oh well.
I love this scene.
Yeah, I love Kevin just...
He was so nice. And he's just so pumped in all of the scene. He killed it. And him finding the other guy from, I can't remember his name. Scorpion and who's the free
Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero. Him finding a Sub-Zero was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, so that Sub-Zero, it was just happened?
was around,
Oh,
yeah.
Hilarious. Very funny.
This wig was really hot and itchy. It's
That
like,
dress
where-
was really hot. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I didn't realize how short it was until I saw this episode. And then I was like, oh my god. I walked around all weekend like that,
Veronica often wore short dresses.
I guess.
Guys, Veronica or
See,
Betty?
look how short that dress is.
Oh, Jesus.
Veronica or Betty?
Yeah.
Well, Betty.
Yeah, I would say so too.
She, because she's nice and Veronica's evil.
Veronica is.
Sometimes,
Christie.
depending on the issue, Veronica was like sometimes a borderline sociopath, and like Reggie was just like full. Sometimes Reggie was just full on evil. Sometimes he was just kind of a jerk. But
Oh, a tender moment.
tender moments.
I like the acoustic picking that's going on right now.
It's quality.
Is that some public access picking? No, that is someone. That is someone's picking. We'll get to whose picking that is. Mike, you could probably just talk. People won't mind. Mike, say something to the people.
Yeah, Mike can
Please.
talk too. Mike
come
only
on.
seems capable of waving his hands and typing things on his phone for us to say.
And
He's the invisible.
yeah, really.
You know, this would be way easier, and you'd probably be okay. Who is it? Is it Joe Chamas? Oh, great, that's his picking.
Well done, Joe.
You could have just said that, but
I do have to say, I did quite enjoy the Memento-esque structure of this episode. I thought it
Memento's
was
one of
very
my
well
favorite
put together.
movies. It looks, it's so great in this.
Yeah, I had to watch it twice. Even though I know what's happening, I had to watch it twice to kind of figure it out.
in the DVD version, I think there was a thing where you could watch it in order, wasn't there?
Yes,
Yep,
there was.
Totally.
Yeah.
Though I didn't see the point of that.
No.
I was like, I have no problem, just reversing this in my head.
Yeah.
I love how you guys do this, how the text messages pop up on the screen. It's such a cool thing versus Valerie.
Yeah.
Why are you so mean to that man? What's his name?
So, Kat and Mark, you both go to a lot of cons.
I do
right?
a fair number of cons.
Pretty
yes.
much, yeah.
Do you have any? Is there one memorable experience that stands out over all the years that you've gone?
This was pretty sweet. I did meet Xander.
Right. I guess that is
The
true.
first Fan Expo I ever went to was amazing. Just because I had never been, and I'd never seen that huge kind of a community that, like, having that many nerds in one room who are all that excited about so many things, and then getting to see, like, the Alien box set came out that year, and just, like, a bunch of games came out that you got to try that weren't going to be out for months, and it was just, I don't know, I'm a huge nerd, so
Look
it
at all
was so
these
exciting.
retired wrestlers.
There are a lot of wrestlers at cons. Actually, a con experience I had at the Calgary Expo was they were, shuttling us to and from the hotel to the site. And at one point, I was in a limo with a bunch of WWF wrestlers, including the Honky Tonk Man, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Ted the $1 Million Man DiBiase, and Virgil. And so it was all these WWF wrestlers and me. And the guy who wrote G.I. Joe in the 80s, Larry Hama, and
my
George
God.
Perez, who's a very good, very great comic book artist from the 80s and 90s, and today. He's legendary. And
And the great
so,
voiceover actor,
oh,
Martin
sure,
Muir.
yeah. And so it was like me with my childhood from the 1980s, and
my
the shuttle they were using was one of those weird sort of, bachelor party limos with the stripper pole in it.
Nice.
And so I was sitting in this odd limo with all these guys.
Was everyone super low key?
They were all super low key.
Yeah.
And Hacksaw Jim Duggan wore a suit the whole time.
Whoa!
Classy. Yeah.
Suit and sunglasses.
Swanky.
Yeah, I talked to the Honky Tonk Man. He was nice.
After you guys shot this, I actually learned how to play Magic because I was really curious. I was like, I have no idea how to play that. I feel like a true nerd needs to at least know the basics. It's actually really fun.
Is it?
if you're into,
No, this is not Magic. This is what's
Cards
of
of
Destiny.
Destiny.
Cards of
Oh,
Destiny,
yes,
the
yes,
made-up
yes,
game
yes,
that we
yes.
that for
with that sweet
versus
poster in the
Valerie.
background.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, oh, there we are.
Beautiful
Yes.
poster.
Yeah.
And I think people in the comment section too were like, "Where do we get Cards of Destiny?" And we're like, "We made it up."
Yeah,
We
it's
should sell
I've
Cards
got to
of
play
Destiny.
Cards of Destiny. It has such an interesting graphic. Just that green dot.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it
I've
intrigues
gotta
me.
have it.
It intrigues me. Most usually have images of goblins or something on it, but no, just a green dot.
Cards of Destiny don't need to rely on
Flashy
tricks like that.
graphics,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's realistic. It's like you lay down like the lawyer or like the garbage man.
Yeah, I think the lawyer was laid down, and that's why we couldn't use actual cards.
Mm.
Okay, good. That's good.
Guy and Kat are just in love.
I think they're gonna get married.
I think
Yeah.
I think everything's gonna work out fine for those crazy kids.
I was quite high on meth when I was acting
Oh
in this. So this is all a big surprise to me. But what I'm watching right now is I feel like Guy and Kat are really going to work out.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord of
things
the
seem to be
Ring
getting better and better for them as this episode progresses.
Yep.
Like, it seemed like they were on the rocks at the beginning of this episode, but
Yep.
their relationship just seems to be improving as
going
this
real
episode
well.
goes on.
Sorry, Adam. Did you say you were high on meth?
Yeah, I believe I did say that.
He did say that. I just
Meth
let
among
it, I let
other
it
things.
slide by.
Whatever's around. It was Guelph. It was hard to find,
Yeah.
his usual stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, plenty of
my
meth in
God.
Guelph, though.
But
Plenty
you
of meth.
seem to be doing well now.
Have you guys heard that song? Plenty of meth in Guelph.
Oh my
No.
God, no.
Plenty
This
of
room
meth
was the
in-
coolest.
Hey, is that Stephanie
went there in the
Kaliner?
evening
Is
and
that
we got
Stephanie
there.
There
Kaliner
she
playing?
is.
Yeah.
Looks like she's just talking to
She's in the background.
herself.
What?
And here, Sam.
That's Sam Feldman, everybody.
Yeah.
He was awesome too.
He
was
spilled
really
coke on
funny.
me.
Who's
It's
a
his own
real
shirt.
life boy.
He is
a stand-up comedian.
very.
He puked in my hat.
Yeah.
Didn't really, though.
Mustache was in there.
That's Sam Feldman's. He's an ambitious guy.
Is that Sam's shirt?
Yeah, it's his own shirt, I think.
And he's correct. Ozymandias was right. Or Ozymandias. Ozzy
Ozymandias.
Osborne.
Sam Feldman was a person who, when we made the show, we were like, we have to get Sam Feldman in the show. That's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very true fact. So, this Guelph.
At the Holiday Inn.
This Guelph.
This Guelph, you guys. No, GenreCon in Guelph was at the Holiday Inn, yeah, and they gave us pretty much access anywhere we wanted to go.
VIP
Yeah, they
treatment.
were very nice.
VIP.
They gave me a room to stay in,
I love these
and
pictures.
get this, a lady would clean my room every morning. And if I called them on the phone, they would bring food to my room.
Sexy nerd
Oh
girl, right?
my god.
They made me pay for it later. but-
Oh,
Nice. Well,
No worries. My name's Thomas.
That's Thomas.
He's
real name.
Thomas playing Thomas.
As himself.
He is the Tony Danza of web series. He only plays characters named Thomas. Much like Tony Danza only played characters named Tony.
interesting.
look at that giant Dalek beside us in the middle.
That was cool too. Wasn't there a dude inside of it or something crazy?
The many dudes.
I don't know if there was a dude inside that
Oh,
one.
not
The-
that one,
The
sorry,
Dalek
the other.
Dreadnought from episode 4. That's when I met the Dalek. Was at this con, and that's when we became Facebook friends.
For a limited
Nice.
That Dalek was actually seized at the Russian border because it had Edward Snowden in it.
Really?
They were trying to get him out of there via con, much like the movie Argo.
This is the only. I didn't get to wear my costume very much due to
this is the
the
only time.
intricacies of the plot.
And when you guys were together, this is the only time you two were together actually looking like the people you're supposed to be.
That's
Just
right.
beside
Yeah.
each
I
other.
think I think of the scene after this because like the arrival scene as well. People were disturbed by Thompson and Thompson kissing though.
Yeah, two mustaches.
The mustaches
Yeah.
rubbing together.
Yeah, 2 bowler hats, 2 suits. Yeah.
Two cookie dusters.
What did we have for lunch that day, guys?
I think I had Edo Japan.
Yeah, I think
And you paid for everyone.
I did.
Callback.
Yeah.
Guys, Mark, you cosplay, right?
I
At cons?
have. As a matter of fact, at Dragon Con last year, I cosplayed as Commander Shepard, the character I play in Mass
it
Effect.
looked really good. You have some epic outfits.
Oh,
I
thank you.
stalked
That-
your Facebook.
That was made for me by a very talented gentleman by the name of David Carpenter, and he just called me up and said, "You want a free suit of armor?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll wear it."
What? Yes, I would. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Please, sir, I'd like another.
But you've cosplayed as different other things.
Oh yeah,
other
so
than-
usually supervillains from Marvel and DC Comics.
I see a jacket here on the floor of your hotel room, which is where
Yes,
we're recording.
we're
this.
at a we're at a con right now. That's a Hydra officer's jacket.
Very cool.
Hannah, have you ever dressed up?
I mean, I am a big fan of Halloween,
Yeah, which is the Comic Con of the world.
the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I have never dressed up for a con
Because you're
when I wasn't participating in
Something.
Toronto. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Sexy Nerd Girl versus Valerie. But
That's where most of my costumes came from. Was Halloween. I had a stockpile of supervillain costumes before I ever did my first costuming at a con. Just 'cause all Halloween stuff.
You have like in your I haven't been to your new house, but your old house in Edmonton, you have like a room full of costumes.
And action figures.
Yeah.
And, yeah, all kinds of nerdy things.
Pretty-
But Halloween's also my wedding anniversary, so
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
What?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the best.
Well done.
we have a big party every year.
Kat, have you ever cosplayed?
I did go. I interviewed some cosplay ladies, and then they, on the spur, made me into Catwoman, and it was sick. And I'm going to be doing my first cosplaying at Fan Expo coming up. I'm going to be Fancy Catwoman and Tomb Raider.
Whoa.
Nice.
Sort of exciting.
What about you?
Tomb Raider.
What have you?
I've never done it.
You should. That's a pretty good Jughead costume.
I mean, yeah, it was basically because when we weren't shooting, I was still Jughead.
Yeah.
I was still just walking around as Jughead. So
Yeah.
I guess the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, people wanted to take some pics with you.
Yeah, I got some pics.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of people dress up as Jughead.
I don't
At
think
cons.
anyone in the history of any con has
Yeah.
ever dressed. No, I don't know.
That's what I would do if I had to dress up. I'd dress up as like Eric Lindros or like a hockey player.
Phil Kessel.
Yeah, Phil Kessel. That's Kaya.
Kaya.
Hey, Kaya. She's actually here with us.
She's
Yeah,
actually
she's
here. She's
sitting
sitting
right
right
behind us.
behind us.
Yeah. She's also like Mike. She is remaining silent.
Yeah, we're surrounded by writers and directors and producers
Yeah.
that
Who are just like holding their
Lovingly
noses and
watching
waving
us.
their hands in front of our commentary.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
They've all got knives and guns to our heads.
So, thank you so much for checking out this commentary video. And we'll hopefully see you in a couple of seconds for episode 10.
Yeah, good comm, guys.
Great calm.
Great con.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.